As I walk along the shoreline, my senses are entranced by the uncertainties in the lap of the sea, the effulgence of the setting sun, the coolness of the moist sand beneath my bare feet. It is a peaceful solace that washes over me. But in the echoes of my solitude, I'm not alone. Among the dunes and the intricate ripples of sand, they appear, my oceanic comrades, the crabs. I gaze at their scuttling bodies, utterly individual with the evolutionary edge measuring millennia. Their existence, I reckon, could be testified by the ancient scrolls of times forgotten, and yet here they are, mechanically going through the motion of life. In their quiet presence, my mind often indulges in an existential confluence. There is an unreal synchrony between their natural drive for survival and my being, always teetering on the edge of sanity and absolute madness. But they help, they anchor me, mariners of my soul in the vast, vacant sea of illusions my mind fathers. A passing couple disrupts the clarity of my thoughts. Their laughter resonates with the ambient tranquility, the sound of joyous existence, juxtaposed with the sullen melancholy that often plagues me. But I'm not saddened by it, not today. For among the happiness and carefreeness of their lives, even they cannot escape the silent observers who are always a few steps ahead of their path, scampering adroitly away from their approach. It amuses me, overwhelms me, yes. Back to my beloved crabs, the mighty crustaceans. They're just fascinating, aren't they? I mean, did you know crabs communicate by drumming or waving their pincers? Like a mini orchestra, each of them beating to their rhythm, or that they can autotomize their limbs to escape predators? The escape artists that never cease to amaze, and the absolute leaders in adaptation, rebounding with regeneration, growing back their limbs, defying the irreversible laws of mammalian life. My attention drifts momentarily again. A seagull swoops down, skillfully catching a fish. Agents of change, as I'd like to refer to them. Their magnanimous view of the world as they hover over the vast expanse of the sea. But then I can't escape the questions. Do they even marvel at the grandeur below them? The intricate sand ripples fashioned by the mute architects of this beach. Do they see the crabs play hide and seek, shy away from their monstrous shadows? I go back to the memories, the days I spent confined within the four walls of my home. I shall always recall that time, when the world spat and convulsed under a disease unknown. As I looked out of my window at the deserted streets, my mind teemed with the echoes of a bustling world. The only solace I found was in my companions, the crabs that danced in the confines of my mind, keeping me company through my lonely ordeal. Living embodiments of progress unfettered. But soon the world moved again. It learned to dance to the melancholic songs, and just like my crab companions, they lingered. They went on, day by day, a spectacle of their hardened armor, their unyielding resilience. A child interrupts my musings, smirking at my prolonged observation of the crabs. He walks up to me and strikes an innocent conversation. He asks about my fixation on the creatures. I explain with a smile on my face, too bright perhaps. Could his mind grasp the symbolism of these ordinary creatures? That they are an incarnation of resilience, a manifestation of life's persistence. How they brave the harshest storms, how they persist even when their ecosystem is destroyed, their homes shattered. Despite my divergence, we finally move back to the beauty of the scenery. We marvel at the vastness of the sea, the fierceness of the wind, the brilliance of the stars, and yet, for me, there is an Icarus always trying to escape towards the sun, a metaphorical crab that won't leave. A predicament that I've cherished. The boy eventually leaves, and I hope the seeds of fascination I planted in him for the crabs will someday blossom into understanding their grand narrative.